Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. You probably clicked on this video because you want to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube. You may have seen people solve it really quickly like this. And you want to learn how to solve it like that. This tutorial will not teach you how to be that fast, but it will teach you how to get your first solve. So before we begin, you should learn the types of pieces on the cube. So this is a 3x3, 3x3, and it has corners, edges, and centers. Corners have 3 colors on them, 1, 2, 3. Edges have 2, and centers have 1. There are 6 colors, and each side has its own color like this. So now that you know the basics already, scramble your cube and we will begin. So the first step is the daisy. To solve the daisy, we want to bring all these white edges, here, here, and here, to the yellow center so they form the daisy. And we can start off with this red edge. So this red edge has its non-white color matching a non-white center, red and green. So in this case, we can just bring the edge up to match the yellow face, making part of the daisy, like that. But here with this green edge, you can see it's already in the top layer, but it's flipped. So the white color is not matching the yellow center. So here we can just turn the front and match the green color to the blue center. So the non-white color here is matching a non-white center. And here we can just move it to the top like this. And that gives us this case again. So here the non-white color is matching the non-white center. And we can just move it up like that. And then our last edge here is in the bottom. And in this case, we can just move it to an empty slot here. Before we move on to solving the cross itself, I would like to mention that if you see something like this where the edge, if you bring it up and it breaks another edge like that, you want to move an empty spot over this edge so when you bring it up, it doesn't break part of the daisy. Once our daisy is solved, we want to solve the white cross on the bottom. So we can do this by matching each of these edges to their centers. So here, this blue edge is already matching the blue center. So we can just bring it down like this. So these 2 colors are matching and these 2 colors are matching. Now this orange edge, we can just do this to match it to the orange center. Bring it down like this. So these 2 colors are matching and these 2 colors are matching. And with the red, it's already over the red center. So we can bring it down into the cross like this. And we'll bring the green over and put it into the cross like this. So here we have a white cross that's solved on all sides. After we solve the white cross on the bottom, it's time to go on to the corners, right here. So here we will learn our first algorithm. And our first algorithm is called the righty algorithm. So it goes like this. Right side up, top side clockwise, right side down, top side counterclockwise. A little faster, it looks like this. When you put the right side up, make sure to turn the top face with this finger right here, your pointer finger right here, and to do the same when you put it back. So to use this algorithm to solve corners, we'll bring any corner like this one, which is green, red, and white, over its spot where it goes, which is right here between the green, red, and white centers. So we'll bring it over like this and do the algorithm until it is solved in here. In this case, we only need to do it once. Here you can see it's solved because these 2 colors are matching, these 2 colors are matching, and these 2 colors are matching. Now we just have to do that for every other corner. So here, this corner, it goes right here because this one has red, blue, and white on it, and these are the red, blue, and white centers. So here, again, we'll just do the algorithm once, and the corner will be solved. But right here, we have a corner in the bottom. So the way we get it out of the bottom is just to do the algorithm once, and as you come to the top layer. You may need to do the algorithm several times for a corner to come to the top layer, but eventually it should. And from here, we can just bring it over its spot then do the algorithm until it solves into the correct spot. Our last corner is here, so we'll bring it over the correct spot here and do the algorithm until it's solved in its spot. After solving the corners and the edges on the white layer, we have our first layer done, and we can move on to the second layer, which are these 4 edges. And these 4 edges are non-yellow edges, which means that they do not have yellow on them. So this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge do not belong in this layer. So to do the second layer, we will be using the righty algorithm that I just showed you. So to do that, we'll find an edge, let's say this one right here, and we'll check what the top color is. In this case, it's green. So we'll bring it across from the green center, which it already is, and look at the next color, which is red, and we'll face the red center. From here, we'll do the righty algorithm and rotate back to the top color, which was green, and insert it like this. So here we'll break our white cross like this and bring this corner to match the rest of the white pieces so it makes a line like this, and put this whole thing back. That solves this edge. While you're solving the edges, you might find something like this, where when you bring the top color across from the from its center and you rotate to a second color and you try to do the algorithm, it doesn't work and the edge ends up over here. So here we will have to learn another algorithm. So the new algorithm goes like this. Once you rotate it to the second color on this edge, which is blue, we'll do left side up, top side counterclockwise, left side down, and top side clockwise. Then we'll rotate back to the first color as normal and break our white cross like this. Match this corner to make a line and put this back. So now we only have 2 edges left, and here it's this one and this one. We'll start off with this orange one. We'll put it across from the orange center because orange is the top color of this edge. Rotate to the green center because green is the other color of this edge. Do the righty algorithm and break the cross. Match this white corner with the rest of the white pieces and put this back. So our final edge is right here. We'll bring it across from red, which is a top color, face blue, which is the other color of this edge. Do the righty algorithm, rotate to face our original top color, break the cross, match the white pieces, and put this back. Now you might be wondering, now that we've learned 2 algorithms for the right side and the left side, how do we know which one to use? Well, here we can see this green and red edge is opposite of red already. When we rotate to face green, this green and red edge is on the right, which means we should do the left algorithm. If we do the left algorithm, we can insert the edge like this. But if we do the right algorithm, we mess up this part, and we also push the edge over here, which is not what we want. So when the edge is on the right side, do the left algorithm. Likewise, when we put this blue and red edge across from red, which is this top color, and we face blue, the other color, this edge is on the left side, which means we should do the right algorithm. Basically, whichever side the edge is on, for example, right, you do the left algorithm, and if the edge is on the left, you do the right algorithm. So now that the first 2 layers have been solved, we can move on to the last layer, which is our final step. So our objective here is to solve the yellow cross, right, like this. And to do that, we need to learn another algorithm, and it goes like this. Front side and righty, and put the front side back. So basically, it's just the righty algorithm, but with a front move, righty algorithm, and then you put the front side back. So here is our first case. In this situation, whether you have a square or an L, you always want to put the square or L pointing in this direction. So here we can see the square is pointing like this. So we'll do the algorithm from here. And this gives us a line. So here again, we'll do the algorithm one more time, and we should have a yellow cross on top. So here we have the line from the previous case. Here we'll just hold the line sideways like this and do the algorithm. Here we have the L. So again, we'll point the L towards the left side, L for left. We'll do the algorithm. We have the line, and we'll do the algorithm one more time to solve the yellow cross. Here we have this dot shape where there isn't anything, no edges. So here we'll do the algorithm from any angle. That gives us a square or maybe something else, maybe an L. From here, we'll do the algorithm one more time, gives us a line, one more time, and it should give us a yellow cross. This is your last possible case. Here, all the edges are solved and it's a yellow cross solved. From here, you can just do on to the next step. Basically, whatever case you have on the last layer that's not a solved cross, just keep doing this algorithm until you have a solved cross like this. So once you have the yellow cross solved, it's time to solve the edges on the sides. So the way we do this is by learning another algorithm. So the algorithm for this goes like this. Right side up, top side clockwise, right side down, top side clockwise again, right side up, and top side counterclockwise twice, and right side down. So the way we want to use this is we want to find an edge that's solved, or maybe two edges that are solved like this, and we want to perform the algorithm in a certain way that it solves the rest of the edges. So in this case, where two edges are next to each other and they're both solved like this, or these two colors are matching, these two colors are matching, we can hold them at the back and do the algorithm. After doing the algorithm, do a top move like this, and all the edges should be solved. Another case that we can have is when the solved edges are opposites of each other. From here, we can do the algorithm with both of them on the opposite sides like this. And it'll give us this adjacent case here. And from here, we can just do the algorithm with them at the back. If you ever encounter a situation where all the yellow pieces are like this, where the yellow face is solved, don't be alarmed. If all the edges are solved like this, then you can just move on to the next step. If they aren't, just continue with your algorithm. Once all the edges are solved, you should move on to the corners. So here we will learn our last algorithm, and it goes like this. Right side up, top side counterclockwise, left side up, top side clockwise, right side down, and top side counterclockwise, left side down. So the way we use this algorithm is we find a corner that is matched and solved in its correct spot like this, or it could be like this, but in this case it's like this. So when we find this corner, put it on the left and do the algorithm, and it should solve the rest of the corners with just the algorithm. But if it doesn't, find a different corner or the same corner and do the algorithm again. So here we do not have any corners that are in their correct spots. So from here we can just do the algorithm, and here this corner is in its correct spot. You can see if I twist it like this, it'll be solved because these are matching, these are matching. But here it isn't completely solved yet, but it's still in its correct spot. So from here we can do the algorithm, and it should solve the rest of the corners. This one is in the correct spot, and this one is in the correct spot. So once you have all the corners in their correct spots, flip the cube over and find an edge that is, or a corner that is not yet solved like this. So it should be looking something like this or like this. So from here, we'll do the righty algorithm until the corner is solved like this. So make sure you have a different corner under here, and do the righty algorithm again to solve it like this. And then keep doing this until all of the corners are solved, and you should have a solved cube. And there you have it. The cube is now solved. Now, I might have missed some things, so if you find that you have a problem, please feel free to drop it in the comments so I can address it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Share, like, subscribe, etc. Yeah, thanks.